Werewolf here. I wanted to take a bite out of some of the defenses I've heard in support of Destiny, the influencer, who is known for having promoted open relationships, including his open marriage, for a number of years until his wife recently divorced him. And he had the audacity to call us insecure for questioning what he was pushing. But one thing that I find interesting is this guy looks a lot like the guy in the poster to the Great Reset, where it says, by 2030 you'll own nothing and be happy. And in many ways, his view of relationships is a great reset of relationships. There's no boundaries, no ownership, no limitations. And are you really happy in the end? But first, I want to take a bite out of this Destiny action figure that he was selling a number of years back in 2020. Let's take a look. Let's see, what do we notice? Let's take a look at the accessories. Starbucks, corporate. And again, if you like Starbucks, you like Starbucks. Soylent. This is disturbingly like the post-apocalyptic film Soylent Green and its connotations. But what does an action figure based on a gamer influencer really do? They spend most of their lives sitting in a chair, living these vicarious lives, watching a screen. No, to be fair to Destiny, I've only seen a number of episodes of his show, so if I'm missing any context here, leave a comment and let me know what I'm missing. And while I assume guys who spend that much time playing video games have, as the opportunity cost, a very limited life experience, and yet they are the ones telling us about how we should be living our lives. Now, on to an argument that jumped out at me that I saw for someone simping for this guy. Someone argued, well, the average monogamous relationship lasts 2 to 3 years, while Destiny's lasted 8. So, again, that's equating relationships with marriage. Psychologically, on a lot of levels, those are two different things for a lot of people. I want to make an adjustment to that statistic. If he was sharing his wife with other guys, subtract the amount of time that she spent with someone else, so their actual relationship time spent together, let's give them benefit of the doubt and say they spent 5 of those 8 years actually together. Also, statistics, as you should know, can be misleading, even when their intent is to be truthful. It raises questions about the statistic, about what were the measurements, where did they begin, and where did they end. Things like the age of the individuals married, variables such as if they intended to seek long-term influences, other things about their upbringing, sometimes a job or other life change outside the relationship causes it to end or change. Now, as far as Destiny calling us insecure for believing in restrictive and mutually exclusive relationships, well, insecurity in itself is probably a survival mechanism, not necessarily a bad thing, as long as we take healthy and constructive actions once we recognize this. Some things are better open, other things are better when they're mutually exclusive. Boundaries, limits, add a sense of definition. And I even know a lot of women that, have had a man cheat on them, are worried about their man cheating on them. If you watch too much of these red pill videos, you might be led to believe that only women cheat, or that all women want to cheat for whatever reasons. That's, in too many cases true, not always true. There was that famous saying by Jesus, and again, the context is different, but I think it actually speaks volumes for a lot of other things in the human condition. He says, "He who serves 2 masters will love one and despise the other." Well, in the same way, sharing your partner with someone, eventually, they're going to love one of you more than the other. And I like how these guys like Destiny were pushing for gay marriage, as it was one of the most important pinnacle accomplishments of our time, yet these guys can't even hold their own marriage together and don't even want to, and insist if you try to do so, that you're insecure, and you have the problem. Well, hopefully he will have learned from experiences, and who knows, maybe in the long run he may be become one of the strongest advocates of healthy relationships. And again, I'm not telling you what's right for you. The best thing you can probably do in any relationship that you're in or any situation you're in is ask yourself in an introspective fashion what feels right to you. And that's going to be the better guide than what anyone else will tell you. Well, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments. I want to hear from you. And until next time, life, liberty, and survival.